Sports. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Tucson, 54 Mike. In your face.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson, call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
To throw on second down. Warner into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I got you, boy.
Now it's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go. Get your money. I'm here all day.
On 3rd down, it's George. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Jackson's going to try the sneak. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
57, come on. You.
They'll try to punch it into Davis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
Hey, check back 57.
Here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now Warner. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On first down, Dickerson. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
man right there. 54 Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Switch. Rotate spin. Smoke.
On 1st and 10, Warner. It's complete. He finds Falk here. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Charlie. Hey, check back. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The 1st down carry for Davis. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Davis. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 2 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Warner to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
That's the way. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Hey, 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 hey.
Jackson now. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm here all day. Hey, 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. I got one. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, watch the slant. Go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Complete to Hilton. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. 55. 55. 55. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
50 seconds, Mike. Get ready, get ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Let's go, Pete. Gonna be a long day.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Now a give left side to Falk. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
80 weapons. Ready, go.
On 2nd down, Warner got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 16. On 1st down, Dickerson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. The big fella. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give them 19. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Now he'll pull it down. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson, he'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Warner from the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Warner. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Delta. Ready, go.
Warner. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. He's not coming.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Echo. Ready.
It'll be Warner on 1st down.
Tight down. There you go.
And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. No gain on this defense, no gain. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Alpha. Mike 54.
Here's Warner. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Ready, go.
Now Warner. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 14. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Mason Foster. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Mike 50. Right here.
Now Jackson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's taken on the 25. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Davis. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
And now here's another interception. John Johnson with the INT. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Warner. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Bring it. He's coming. Double up, double up. Foxtrot. Ready.
Throwing again. Warner. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Oh, wait. Hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.